So I'm just gonna face you so you guys can see. Now the lock goes on. Ben chooses a S grip. You can use a palm to palm on the Bulldog Choke or an S grip. He has his knee here. He's probably lifting it a little bit. Probably didn't want to commit to his butt too much. So he stayed in the zone in the middle and squeezed. Now, this is the hand, guys. The hand was up here, and then you saw it drop like a stone. That was the indicator for Herb Dean to come in and stop it. You ready, Richard?
Yeah, I just want to make it clear that I wouldn't do some of these things.
Yeah, but it's all right, man. Just calm down.
Instead of getting punched.
Put a shirt on, man. All right. Teach Me Grappling, where we like to keep our shirts off sometimes for videos. Okay. I'm Brian Peterson. I've got Richie Meister back here, and we're going to break down the Ben Askren Robbie Lawler fight. So, guys, very controversial fight. It was exciting as hell. Very short. Everybody's upset. You got like people on both sides, and I'm going to give you my take, and I'm also going to break down as much of the video as the fight as I can. I'm not going to show you every little detail, but because there's a lot in there. But I'm going to give you the main course, the meat of it. So, okay, so they were fighting, and let's see, Robbie was southpaw. Okay, so Ben Askren right here, you're Ben. Okay, you're just looking to take down Robbie Lawler. Robbie throws a jab, and he ends up slipping underneath the left hand and goes for a double leg. Okay, you guys, real simple. Okay, as he goes for the double leg, Robbie starts to sprawl, as he should. He catches like an underhook right here, and he's trying to sprawl. He ends up going into a front headlock, and immediately Askren does the drag out. You guys need to check out my drag out video. Okay, the drag out, he's gonna go ear to chest, looking this way with your head. Okay, and then as he angles, he ends up coming out towards Robbie's back. Okay, really good move. As Robbie's here, he's looking to go hand control, and then Askren puts in the cross leg trip right here. Okay, with the right leg. I also have a video on that. That was after the Chrome Gracie fight. So this is what Chrome Gracie used. Askren was trying to use it as well. It's becoming very, very popular. He wasn't able to drag him down. Maybe this hand control prevented it, or maybe he should have jumped like Chrome. I don't know. But as the hand control was here, he stumbled. As through this position, he stumbled, but he brought his arm between the bodies and caught the single leg. Okay. So once he caught the single leg, go ahead and come over here, John. Okay. Actually, I think for the view, just so you can see it the way that they saw it on video, go behind us. Okay. So if you guys can see right now, he has a seatbelt. See the seatbelt? That's what Askren had. But his head was way over. He was way over. And now with the single leg, he ends up getting lifted. Okay? As he gets lifted, if you guys remember, he ends up getting tossed. Go to the back, John. Yeah. So go behind us over here. And now he's going to get flung. When he gets flung, the head's going to escape the seatbelt. And he ends up with just the arm. This left arm is going to be overhooking this arm. Okay? As he sends him all the way over, he still has the arm. Now, this would be, for all the people that do jiu-jitsu, they would see the Kimura. Okay? But it's just in the moment of the chaos of Askren getting slammed right on his head a little bit. If it was directly on his head, it definitely would have been fight over. He was able to rotate enough where it didn't. What's that?
Did you want to go on the mat?
No, yeah. Let's go on the mat. Just keep the same position. And we'll go right here. So, you know, if it was directly on his head, he would have been out. But if he rotated enough where he fell to his right side, that it wasn't. Now, right here, Robbie kind of steps around like almost like north-south Kimura position, you know, for him. And what Askren's doing right here, it's kind of, again, not what a jiu-jitsu guy would do. If he would have had the Kimura, he wouldn't have been able to like walk around very good. He's got the counter armbar, but with the straightening, he wouldn't have been able to do it. But because, if you guys can see the arm in here, John, if this just gets hooked, I'm able to rotate my arm. Like as I walk around, you see now my arm's this way. So this ends up turning, and now I'm okay. Now all he has is a hook, but on my arm, a little pinch. But the thing is, in the sport of wrestling, it's common for wrestlers to like trap an arm and try to roll you. So Askren goes right into his funk stuff and tries to drop, as he's getting punched right here, he's trying to drop his left hip. Go ahead, drop your left hip. And what is his goal? He wants to be able to do a move like this. Go ahead and roll me. Yeah, he wants to create a scramble so he can roll on top like that. But Robbie's a pretty good wrestler himself. Around here, John. So he's getting punched. As he gets punched, this threat of the roll, it makes Robbie's wrestling sense. Maybe he didn't have enough pressure right here where he could just stay here and finish. He chose to walk around to the side so he doesn't get rolled. So he walks around here. As he's rolling, he's end up here. He puts his left leg up so he doesn't lose his balance through the shots. And now Askren's trying to turn into him and trying to free up this wrist. Okay? If this arm stays trapped, there's open shots to the face, and this is what you saw. Go ahead and lay down. Boom, over and over. He's getting hit, but eventually this grip breaks, and now Askren can turn in. Okay? As he can turn in, he just gets his head real tight. He's trying to recover himself. Okay? Classic position of half guard. The wizard goes in. When the wizard goes in, now he has to figure out how he's going to get up. Watch the left leg. The left leg goes top leg switch. See the top leg? He's hooking. And then now he's going to get up in a very interesting way. John, you need to be over here. As he does this, he abandons his right arm grip, and he's going to get up with his hips up first. If you notice, he put his face on the mat. So go back down. Just watch right here. Again, John, you need to be like this. This is what you need to see. So he's going to put his face into the mat as he pulls his right arm exactly like that in order to get up. He eats one shot in the process. So as he goes back down, there's this moment where as he decides to get up, he gets hit one more time, and that was it. Now he's up. The attack is on now for Askren. So as you start driving, you know, you would end up taking me down. Put your right leg up, please. There you go. So we end up on our feet. Come on. And then we end up back in the clinch. There was a nice knee by Lawler. It kind of hurt Askren. That's why he backed off. Okay, he got hit with a really good knee out of this position right here. Okay, boom. Got hit with a good knee. That backed him off, and then it's funny because, come over here, let's go to the wall. Okay. When Askren was trying to get in the clinch, he was using like go ahead and stand southpaw. So now I guess I'm Askren. He's trying to grab, and one time he ate a straight left. Boom, he ate it. Because, you know, once he controls this hand, now all he has to worry about, just turn and face me, is this one. Now you have to go ahead, he throws that punch. That's what he's got to worry about. He ate one of them, but then he realizes, all right, it's time to go. He throws a punch and then just gets in the clinch. Pushes him up against the fence. There's a lot of overhooks in the beginning by Askren. A lot of overhooks. As he's going for these overhooks, trying to tie him up. He wants to get down low eventually. And then again, through the fight, as they keep jockeying for position, there's double overhooks for a brief moment. He's going to end up getting an underhook and then come down to this leg. Honestly, guys, Askren's position was terrible. Like, but he doesn't care. The reason why he doesn't care is because, you know, like he knows how to grapple and wrestle out of these positions. So make sure you get in tight enough, John. So when he's down here, his position looks terrible. He could just like go towards my back. There's all kinds of bad stuff in Askren's positioning, but Robbie doesn't want to funk around with Ben. So he doesn't care. He just wants to strike and he just wants to stay on his feet. So through this, what I would consider really poor positioning, he ends up locking up a double leg with his head trapped. And the lock ends up sliding, you know, just below the butt. So there's kind of wide feet, and a sprawl going. Yes, like this. Then as he's pressed up, he's able to get an outside trip. okay? His head might be stuck, but Ben's shoulders are real flexible. So he can kind of hold like this. This is very uncomfortable for a lot of fighters because if their shoulders aren't real flexible, we don't like this position in our shoulders. If he were to arch on me, just lay on me, yeah, this is stressful. But Ben can handle that. He's been there a million times. He ends up hooking the leg. As he hooks it, he drags him out. And the head pops through to this side. As the head pops through, he's going to start pulsing his hand, the right hand. Ben, real smart, grabs the wrist, pulls the wrist out. Okay, as he's here, you're going to abandon the whizzer. Ben is passing the guard, and Robbie starts to turtle. As he starts to turtle, he ends up, the choke starts to get put in. You're going to rotate to your butt, sitting on your butt, and he's going to try to rotate this direction. As this rotation happens, it's called a hook shot in wrestling. So, guys, look, if you're in a sit-out, this is a sit-out in wrestling, and if someone comes over the top in wrestling, let's say they're coming over for a cradle, or they're coming over for like a suck back, the movement is you do a hook shot. You hook this way, and then rotate until you face me. Yeah, pop your head all the way through. There you go. So that's called a hook shot. Some people have other names. Same situation with Pat Miletich and homeboy. Help me out. Carlos Newton. So when Carlos Newton caught Miletich years ago, Miletich, a wrestler too, he did the classic just hook shot, okay? You always have to be careful when somebody's arms around your neck, because in the sport of wrestling, they're not allowed to lock around just the neck. They gotta have an arm. And this position usually isn't gonna choke you, so you can just hook shot out. Go ahead, hook shot out. In wrestling, you can hook shot out. But now we don't have the rule prohibiting this lock. So when you do a hook shot, it's a dangerous thing. He rotated enough where his right arm keep coming around, and he's reaching up, grabbing for Askren's head, and then the other arm is grabbing the leg. And now Askren's right here. Now, of course, if this was the fence, they were facing that way. Doesn't really matter, guys. So I'm just gonna face you so you guys can see. Now the lock goes on. Ben chooses a S grip. You can use a palm to palm on the Bulldog Choke or an S grip. Again, I don't think that Askren's position was optimal, but it's pretty good. He put his foot out, so his left foot is out. He was on his knee. Now what I wanna do is I wanna like lift my knee up and put all my weight and try to sit out kind of like this. So all the way to center, try to move. See that? And then I finish. That would be optimal, so I put all the weight. That's what I would recommend. But either way, this is pretty good. He has his knee here. He's probably lifting it a little bit. Probably didn't want to commit to his butt too much, so he stayed in the zone in the middle and squeezed. Now, this is the hand, guys. The hand was up here, and then you saw it drop like a stone. That was the indicator for Herb Dean to come in and stop it, or at least to check on him. Guys, look, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Everybody says that, but I'm gonna tell you, this is the truth, okay? Robbie went out. Sure, was he still there, able to talk when it was over? Of course. But guys, let me explain something about getting choked out, because a lot of you guys may not know this. I would say it's probably split 50-50, the whole world right now, with he was fine or he was unconscious. Let me tell you something, when you get choked out, you don't always go completely out right away. But that doesn't negate the fact that he was out, okay? All I'm saying is, if we could do it all over again, I would love for Herb Dean to be able to do it again. You know what he would have done different? He would have let it go a little longer. And then you know what we would have saw? I'm 98.7% sure that we would have seen Robbie just go completely limp. There's a very slight possibility he would have been okay. That would be like Askren just squeezes and maybe he just doesn't have it perfect enough and he gets tired. But dude, I don't think he was gonna get tired. He was just gonna keep squeezing him. Guys, sometimes you go out and if someone doesn't choke you beyond that threshold, you will come back right away. And when you come back, you are out of it, okay? So his arm went limp, hit the floor. And then he seems to move his arm. And then people talk about this whole thumbs up thing. Again, guys, it's possible. I'll give it, maybe he did throw up a thumbs up. That still doesn't mean he's there. How many times have you guys seen a fight, boxing or MMA, where a guy gets clocked and then he tells the referee, I'm okay? How many times has all of you guys seen that? It's happened 1,000 times. Fighters do that. They go, I'm okay, but they're not okay. Okay? If you guys watch the end of that fight, just as Herb stops it, you're gonna see this. Watch Robbie Lawler right here. As the referee finally stops the fight and he lets go, he gets up on and stumbles like that. Guys, that was another obvious sign. Not only the limp arm that fell, but also the stumble. And then him saying, I'm fine. Guys, that's what fighters do. They want to win. The other thing is, he didn't protest. I know that maybe his character, he just doesn't want to whine. He's obviously that type of person. But guys, he didn't protest that very hard either. So I guarantee you, there was probably some thoughts of, I'm feeling a little fuzzy. Maybe I didn't know what happened. Maybe I got to watch the replay. Okay? That's a very high possibility. I think Robbie's a very respectful person. I don't mean to disrespect him in any way. But look, he was out of it. Okay? That wasn't a conscious decision to drop your arm like that. Okay? I've seen it. Like, guys, I used to be a referee. So I was refereeing a ton of jiu-jitsu tournaments and a few MMA fights from 2003 all the way up until maybe 2010, 2012, somewhere around there when I stopped reffing. Guys, I've done it so many times. I've had people get choked out unconscious many times, not only in training, but in competitions. I've had to deal with it. I'm very experienced in this department. That was a guy getting choked out. So I'm sorry if I hurt anyone's feelings. I hope you guys don't hate me, but all respect to Robbie Lawler, but most likely he was gonna go unconscious if it had the fight go on. All right, so what else do I need to say? You guys, did they need to see it again or no? Oh, the Bulldog Choke. The Bulldog Choke. So now everybody's gonna go into Bulldog Choke mode and they're gonna go, how do I defend this move? How do I defend it? What do you do if you get caught? First of all, guys, don't sit there in one spot. If you guys just sit there on your knees and you're getting choked, it's a bad idea. Okay, so we're gonna add this to the video, give you guys this little bonus. Here's a defense to the Bulldog Choke, okay? So let's say he has an arm around my neck. I rotate, and now he's here, okay? Again, this was Robbie's hand on the head. Get up to your knee, please, like Askren. Get up on your knee, there we go. And he's here around the leg. I gotta be able to talk first.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, just so you know, guys, he's gonna choke me. You can lift it up a little so they can see. All right, so we're here like this. There's no stress on me right now, but he's gonna put some stress on me. So guys, look, when you're here, first let's do it light, and then we'll do it harder later. So once you guys are right here, when he dropped and he's trying to, the first thought is to turn in. If he's loose, the idea would be, if I turn in, maybe I can make it like a regular headlock. You see how my head is now? Now it's just a schoolyard headlock, which this can choke you out too. If it's just right, it might be able to. But with your chin tucked, it's not gonna bother you too much, just gonna hurt. And then you'll do any number of moves to get out of here, okay? The guy holds, old basics, breaking this grip, probably mounting before that, but whatever. Okay, so now we're here. Is there enough light right here, John? Okay. Okay. You get it? I'm gonna give you guys the idea. Look, don't turn in anymore. You can't. Look at the elbow under the chin. The elbow's under the chin. If you guys turn this way, you're helping him choke you. Okay, let's posture. Okay, look at this, guys. You see this right here? Just imagine he has a gi choke. He has my cloth right here. If I turn this way, I'm getting choked. If I turn this way, I'm not getting choked. It's harder for him. Okay, now he has a lock. I don't want to turn this direction unless it's really loose. Okay, I want to always turn this way. So even though he tried to rotate, once you guys are caught, of course there's some guys that are so strong they're gonna finish you really fast. But I'm gonna give you guys a quick, easy defense to work on the Bulldog Choke. I don't want to turn this way anymore. I want to start rotating the other way, and I want to get towards my back, because all the weight is going to go on the back of my neck. If he starts to put some weight on me, okay? No, put weight, like really chunky. Yeah, squeeze, come on. I'm done, guys. Once he puts weight on you, and he adds the squeeze to it, you're in big trouble. So I have to rotate. So go ahead and put some weight on me. I need to rotate and turn this direction. Now, just the rotation alone loosened it. It caught him out of position. You can see now he's squeezing on the side of my head. He just tightened it up. But I'm looking, that's okay. Now I'm putting my chin inside the armpit. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Why don't you have a shirt on? Okay, now guys, listen. That's good. I'm gonna grab, the comment section's gonna be going crazy about the no shirt. He broke the shirt rule. Grab the head right here, guys. And then as I'm here, I'm gonna reach back for his hands. I'm gonna pull at the hands and rotate it out where I can get my head out and come up on top, okay? There's always possibilities. Somebody's gonna ask, yes, you can go to a north-south choke. Yes, you can go to a DARS. There's possibilities you can get flow to something else. But right now we're just talking about escape the Bulldog Choke, okay? So I get caught, boom, I'm in a Bulldog Choke. Let's say he puts all the pressure like this. What do I wanna do, guys? Look, I'm gonna sit out and rotate. This hand, push the leg, pushing his hips that way. This hand, pull the head. So as he's squeezing right now, I need to change the angle. Watch my feet. My feet are gonna walk. Try to walk so I can pop my head through and then come up on top, okay? Now, when it gets real tight, it's gonna get tough, okay? If somebody gets you really, really tight, they're trying to choke you unconscious, you've gotta get to your back and then try to fight the hands. But I'm still gonna use this grip. It's the same grip Robbie Lawler had when he first started, okay? But again, he stayed there. Don't stay there. The guy's gonna put all this weight. Guy gets me here, it's kind of tight. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Right here, squeeze. I'm about to go out, guys. Look, pull as I walk. Once you guys are right here, don't go this way. Go ahead. Come on. Oh shit. Good. All right, you ready? Go. Go. Okay. That's the way I want to come up. I want to come up on top right there. Okay. There's your little Bulldog Choke defense. And what's up?
The Askren grabbed the
Askren.
Oh, he grabbed it? Okay.
Yeah, with the Askren.
So
guys, you guys, I would always love pound to pound, but here's the thing about MMA. This is kind of difficult with the gloves. That's why a lot of MMA guys choose this S grip. Okay, it's a very strong grip. This is deceptively strong. I would rate it as number 2. It's the second best grip next to this in most scenarios. But the thing is, when you add gloves to the situation, S grip, okay? It's a lot easier with the gloves on, so. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this video up. That was a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, you could just watch the fight, but just wanted to give you guys some insight into some of the things. Of course, there was a lot that went on in that fight that I didn't talk about. In the clinch, there was just tons of little nuggets of things that happened, but I think I gave you guys the meat of the meal. So hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. All the haters out there that don't like what I said, it's okay. I'll argue with you if I find some time. And that's it, guys. I'm gonna try to do a video real soon talking about going unconscious. I'm gonna give you guys a little few stories of going out so you guys can learn more about this, because I know a lot of you guys, maybe some of you don't train and you just watch, you're just a fan, but I'll try to educate you guys on going out. So I'm very, very experienced about it. So had it done to me and I've done it to other people. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Richie. You're the man.
Thank you.
All right. Teach Me Grappling. Please hit that link down below at PayPal, Patreon. Please contribute to this channel. I'm going to do more for you guys in the future. More great stuff to come. Thank you. See ya.